today's Cardinals Legends series, we look back at the legends of September's past. It's one of the most important months in the regular season, and the Cardinals have had some of their biggest moments happen in the last month leading into postseason play. Welcome inside our Fox Sports Midwest Live studio inside Ballpark Village. I'm Pat Paris. On this program, it's big home runs, big pitching performances when it mattered the most. During the month of September, the Cardinals have had so many runs into the postseason over the past 40-plus years. Here in the video age, we're going to look back at some of those big September heroes. We kick off this show with a trip back to 2013. The Cards looking to wrap up the NL Central crown and a rookie pitcher making his bid to be part of the postseason. I think it all worked out just fine.
September 24th, 2013. Almost perfect. The run to the 2013 pennant had some big moments down the stretch. And as that team was set to eliminate the rest of the NL Central from the race, a rookie Cards pitcher was looking to make history.
I mean, it's a pretty incredible night.
A beautiful night for baseball here in the Gateway City. Busch Stadium is the scene as the Cardinals play host to the Washington Nationals. Game 2 of this 3-game series.
Michael Wacha is key number 1, but they're relying on this young guy and giving him the baseball.
Swing and a miss, and there's that changeup. So good from Michael Wacha, arguably his best pitch.
I guess after the first, I mean, you kind of know if anybody was on base, if you gave up an hit or not.
1-2 pitch. Got him. Waves at it. He strikes out. That pitch was up, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Back-to-back Ks and 3 in 2 innings.
I guess started to sink in, you know, probably about the 5th or 6th inning.
Right down the middle. And Zimmerman is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Whenever you're like, man, you know, just got a few more innings. We'll see if we can make it happen. So,
ground ball, this could be 2. Out at second. Out at first. It's a double play.
You know, I wouldn't have been able to last that long without a hit. I mean, our defenders were making plays after plays behind me. And
fly ball hit out to deep left. Robinson is over. He's got it. He's got it. Wacha is through 8.
Not very much communication between myself and the teammates in there. You know, they were pretty much leaving me alone.
The 2-1 pitch. Round ball left side. Backhanded by Cosma. One away.
At bat before, I was kind of battling Span. He kept on fouling off some pitches, 3-2.
The 3-2. Oh, he got him! He got him! Caught him looking! 2 away!
And I was able to get a strikeout. And then, you know, Zimmerman comes up. I mean, crowd's going crazy.
The final hope is Zimmerman. 1 to go for Wacha.
There was a fastball where I wanted it, and you know, he swung at the first pitch, and
Zimmerman, ground ball. Wacha can't make the play.
In a perfect spot to where myself and Cosma couldn't really get to it, and
Cosma bare hands. The tag. No.
Yeah, I mean that 8 2/3, the last hit by Zimmerman.
And Zimmerman beats it out.
If I would have just had a little bit longer glove or done an extra set of squats, I maybe would have been able to jump up and get that ball, but.
And Michael Wacha loses the no-hitter.
So, it was unfortunate, but nonetheless, it was a great night.
What a moment, though. Still awesome.
September 30th, 2006. Spees saves the season. The September of 2006 doesn't have many memories. The Cardinals were limping towards the end of the season, but they still had a shot at an NL Central crown on the final weekend of the season. They lost on the last Friday of the 06 campaign, and then on Saturday were offensively challenged again. Going into the 8th inning, they were down 2-0 against the Brewers. The Cards rallied, and with 2 out, sent up their super sub with the bases loaded.
Everybody's starting to panic a little bit. We knew we still, all we had to do was win 1 game. But it came down to that last out, and he sent me up there, and I was just saying, boy, we could still come back and do this.
Pinch hitting. Comes off the bench swinging. He knows the strike zone. got some pop. He can hit you out of the ballpark if you aren't careful.
You know, I was preparing myself mentally for that at bat in the dugout, and you know, I got 2 strikes early.
Really able to handle that one. 0-2 the count.
I still got 1 pitch. You know, I still got 1 strike, and as long as he throws over the plate, I got a chance.
Let's see what his approach here is with 2 strikes with Spezia.
Fastball, bullet into the right field corner. It is foul. 1 run is in. Another runner coming on around. Okendo says, "Come on home." Encarnacion. The Cardinals lead it 3-2.
I wasn't really thinking I was going to hit a triple, but you know, it ended up working out that way, and we ended up winning the game, and the rest was history.
A triple for Scott Spezia.
That, my friend, is clutch hitting.
That very well could have been the biggest hit of the 2006 season. Spezia always remembered for his contributions to that 2006 World Championship club.
September 16th, 2011, fending off the Phillies. One of the biggest hurdles of the improbable run in September of 2011 would be a 4-game series against the Phillies. The Phils already had 97 wins as the Cards landed in the city of brotherly love, and they were rolling. In Game 1 of that series, it looked as if the Cards had wrapped up Game 1 of the crucial 4 with a 2-1 win.
Is hit to right field hard. Patterson down the line in the corner, and he drops it. He does not make the play.
I wasn't really feeling too much when Corey dropped that ball. I felt bad for him.
And the Phillies have tied this game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Oh, my.
Everybody makes errors, you know, and you just keep battling. And, you know, the guys on our team, you know, felt bad for him, I think, more than, you know, the fact that we were potentially going to lose that game.
In extra innings, the Cards would need more late magic, and they got it from an unlikely source.
There's a line drive base hit to right for Chambers, and the Cardinals take the lead in the 11th inning.
It was a big hit, 11th inning. It was one of those moments that you're never gonna forget.
It's his first major league hit, and potentially it's a game winner. They would love to write up there that this was a game-winning hit, the first hit in the big leagues.
Outstanding at bat.
And then for it to, you know, matter, you know what I mean, later on in the season, it was just like, man, you know, I really was a part of something. So, man, it was an unbelievable moment for me.
Chambers a hero.
You can talk about not only your 25-man roster, but your expanded roster all played a part in this ball game.
And a big victory in Game 1.
September 20th and 21st, 2011, the Comeback Kids. The 2011 Cardinals were down to 9 games left before time was to run out of their season. A 3-game series with the Mets started off with a seesaw affair.
1-0, little flare and a fair ball base hit. Gone. Racing to third. It's a double for Dudas. He fought it off, and it's 1-0 Mets. And a base hit into right. 4-0 Mets. Goes to right. That'll pay off. Craig scores. Freeze in safely at second. RBI double, and it's 4-3. Runners go, and it's a high fly ball out to left, and can't make the catch.
By the 7th, the Cards were down by 1, 6-5. But the offense exploded. With 2 outs, 2 big 3-run scoring plays helped the Cards to a come-from-behind victory.
Terrio, fly ball, left center. This ball will get down. All the way to the wall, over the wall. Ground rule double. Ryan Terrio comes through. 1-2 pitch. Chambers down the right field line. Stay fair. It will. 2 to all it goes. 1 run is in. 2. How about a third? Here comes Molina. Chambers flying into third with a triple.
It gave me an opportunity to show all of my skills. The fact that I can hit a little bit and then my speed. I almost tripped going around second base. It was crazy, you know what I mean? The fans, you know, Tony right there smiling. One time I thought some of my team, I thought they were going to jump out the dugout. They were so excited. So just being a part of that, it was the moment. It's one of those that I will never forget. I'm going to be able to tell my little nieces, nephews, and my kids.
The Birds survived that one 11-6, but the next night would need more late-inning magic. Down again in the 7th, 4-3. A familiar face from that 2011 run made his first big statement, but not his last.
That Mets game was huge. We had to come back and win, and we were down. A couple guys got on ahead of me, and I worked the count a little bit from what I remember, and got a pitch and drove it out.
Ball hit deep to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Evans, and this ball is gone. David Freese has homered to give the Cardinals a lead.
That's what defined our season in the sense that everybody stepped up. Everybody did their part, and if the guys ahead of me don't get on, we probably don't win that game. So it's obviously a team effort.
The Cards won the first 2 with the Mets, and in those late September games, as they had all of their hellacious run in 2011, proved to themselves that no deficit was too large. And the game is never over till it's over.
Welcome back to this edition of Cardinals Legends Series Septembers. There's nothing like the excitement of a pennant chase in September. We've looked at some of our favorite moments so far. Here's some more that helped the Cardinals into postseason play over the past 40-plus years.
Out in front, play comes home on the first.
How about that? Woo, what a job getting Mike Schmidt on a 1-2-3 deep lead. You see Hernandez.
That is well hit to right. Is it a grand slam? Donovan Osborne. She's letting him wait. There it is. Cruz, line drive, left center field, gets down, and the Cardinals are going to win it in the 13th inning, and they'll go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon.
Ground ball, it's a base hit, it's fair. Down the right field line, the Cardinals are going to tie this game. There's a line drive to center field. It's deep enough to score the winning run for the Redbirds. The Cardinals win game 1.
September 26th, 2009. Waino and Company clinched the Central. Most times, a clinching game is anticlimactic. But in 2009, the Cards were struggling to get that last win to finish off their NL Central contenders. Finally, in Colorado, they looked to their ace to finish off their race to the pennant. Up 4-3 in the 7th, Adam Wainwright continued to dispatch of the Rockies with a little help from his defense.
See if he allows one base runner if he's out of this ball game. So he's going to pitch very intently to avoid that.
There's a backhanded play by Pujols, a race to the bag. He beat him.
Adam Wainwright was rolling along, but in the 8th, he got into a little bit of trouble.
Torrealba base hit past DeRosa. Tying run on. Go-ahead run will come to the plate. And Barmes on deck.
Certain times you feel so good, the manager comes out and takes the ball from you. You're like, all right, should I or should I not try to fight him on the field right now?
This is an interesting call. Trevor Miller's been so good all year, but here's a Cy Young candidate. You wouldn't be in this position for what Adam has done this year. And I think right now they're going to let him. They're going to let Adam have this dramatic hit.
You're always balancing the game that day versus the season and the career. And I know Dave, we've been together a long time. We would never jeopardize a pitcher's career for one game.
He got him. 10 strikeouts tonight for Adam Wainwright. 10.
Wainwright, now in a jam, was set to get out of his own mess. The Cy Young contender went after the newly acquired Jason Giambi. Still a very dangerous hitter in this situation.
Anytime you're facing Jason Giambi, you got to buckle down and make a good pitch, because he's a guy who can turn the ball around real quick.
First pitch to Giambi. Curveball and a strike. You said this is interesting. This is as good as it gets in baseball.
And it's not the 9th inning yet.
He's got that ability to rise to the occasion in a tough situation. He keeps himself together. He makes pitches.
Giambi has just been tremendous in this spot with the Rockies.
towards the bottom of the 8th inning, but this is, as you say, this is a tester for playoffs.
You know, we saw him as a closer in 06 do what he has to do and excel in that ultimate role of being there where you really have the responsibility of all the game really is pretty much on your shoulders. We saw him do that.
129th pitch on its way.
Two strikes.
This is where you almost revert back to when you were a closer, Adam Wainwright. You just go out there and get that final strike.
He got him. It's a called third strike. Wainwright has struck out 11 tonight. Strikes out the side here in the 8th.
He thought it was low. I liked it. I think that's exactly where I was trying to throw it. So it was a big spot. I'll say that was a big spot. It was a big situation. I was glad Tony let me go out there and try to handle that because I feel confident in those situations.
The Cardinals roll the dice with Wainwright, and a curveball that has frozen so many over the years freezes Jason Giambi with the game on the line.
When we got him out, you know, sometimes you got to yell a little bit. You know, it's a natural thing. You get fired up, you got to let it out sometimes. Sometimes you got to let it eat.
Ball line to Stewart. Ground ball. Lugo's there. Franklin over. Touches the bag, and he's got it. And the Cardinals are the 2009 National League Central Division champions.
This is the way they wanted to do it, on the field.
You know, we wanted to win to get in, to have this kind of game so tight, ahead, come back. So many heroes. Adds a lot to the championship. A lot better win rather than sit around and wait and have somebody lose. I don't even feel it anymore. No.
Is it that hard to get one win? But you know what? It's just a great story, you know. Since spring training, we just prepare ourselves for this.
That was fun. That was the most fun I've had since 06, without question.
September 28th, 2011. Mission accomplished. The 2011 Cards September run came down to one game in Houston. A Cardinal win paired with an Atlanta loss, and the Birds would be flying to postseason. First things first, they needed to get that last win on the last day.
At the very least, if we won, we would ensure ourselves a shot at the playoffs because we were going to have the one-game playoff even if Atlanta had won. So it was just a matter at that point of, all right, let's take care of business tonight.
Carp last day, that's what you want. And that's what we got.
You know, when he takes the field, the whole team just, you know, you can't wait to watch, see what he does.
Carp was dominating. If you remember that night, I mean, it was just a wonderful night for the game of baseball.
And a strike on the inside corner.
You felt pretty good about it with Carp on the mound, and we got off to a good start in the game. And
I was out to do a job to win that night, and give our team a chance to move on.
Another 1-2-3 inning for Carpenter.
He was on, to say the least. That was fun playing behind him. That was fun watching him.
Chris Carpenter now has 9 strikeouts working here in the 7th.
You know, it couldn't have ended any better way in the regular season than to have him go out there and pitch the way he did.
When that guy's on, it's fun. It's fun for us, you know, to sit there and watch that because I mean, he does great things.
The 1-2 from Carpenter. Ground ball back to Chris. He's got it. He flips to first, and the Cardinals have picked up a big win here in Houston. A shutout for Chris Carpenter, 11 strikeouts on the night.
We've been playing well. Been working hard, you know, this last month and a half, and we found ourselves back in it.
If you were going to script a game like today, that would have been it.
Outstanding game. The Cardinals know that they've done their part to win this ball game. Now it's up to Atlanta.
We played well tonight to give us an opportunity to win it tonight or win it tomorrow if we can.
We're hopeful that this thing has some conclusion in the near future, but very exciting time for baseball tonight, no doubt about it.
You win that game and go sit down for 45 minutes to an hour, just waiting, trying to stay relaxed.
The waiting, I really wasn't all that anxious in the sense that I knew we were going to play another game regardless, and so I felt pretty good about the whole thing.
For us to, you know, be able to clinch it and get in the playoffs that night, it was such a spontaneous thing that, you know, that celebration was pretty cool. One of the best I've ever been a part of.
You know,
heart goes out tonight, and I mean, it was unbelievable.
He was clutch just like he always is for us.
That's the guy that you want on the mound in this situation.
It was a great night. It was a great night to be able to go out there, get some runs early, win the game, and be able to sit there and celebrate in Houston with a bunch of great guys.
What a season that 2011 campaign turned out to be. But many of those teams that we've been focusing on would not have been in the postseason without a September push. It really is a fun time of the year, and the Cardinals, well, they just continue to have big moments in the biggest month. And for that, we are very fortunate. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Cardinals Legends series from our Fox Sports Midwest Live studio at Ballpark Village. I'm Pat Paris.